So happy Friday the 13th to you, unless you have paraskevidecatria. I think that's all of it. It's damn medical terms. It basically just means you have a fear of Friday the 13th. So why do we have the fear of Friday the 13th? Why has it become such a thing? Once again, it becomes our perception. Numbers always have power, and the power is often given to them by us over time. Now, I look back to the feast of Lemuria or Lemuralia, which is an old 3-day Roman festival in which we would do exorcisms. And they would get the father of the house, the head of the household. He would have to go out and get a handful of black beans, and the rest of the family members would have to get a big bunch of copper pots and pans and everything. And on 3 nights, on May 9th, 11th, and 13th, in Roman times, all the good citizens of Rome would go out in their home, take their shoes off, bare feet, very important. Spirits hate bare feet, apparently. Demons, at least. And the male household leader would go and he would make the sign of the fig, which was this. And he would walk forward in his house like this, mouthful of black beans, spitting them in the corners of the room, yelling, "Ghosts of my fathers and ancestors, be gone." And the rest of the family members would be smashing the pots and pans behind him, yelling for the ghosts and everyone's to leave. And this was done for 3 very noisy nights in Rome. But why would you choose the 13th? Why would you decide the 13th, an unlucky day, an unlucky number, to try to get rid of spirits, to try to get rid of demons, of all things? It seems like a bad idea. However, as time does tell and as things do change and perspective changes, we find that in Roman times, the 9th and the 11th and the 13th were considered lucky numbers. Odd numbers were seeming to be lucky numbers. So if you're going to be doing 3 days of exorcism work, you want to do it on the luckiest days possible, you want it on the 13th. But by today's standards, 13, unlucky. Then we have the whole movie, Friday the 13th, which honestly, I've never seen one of them yet. I've met, I think 2 different guys who played Jason. I really like Kane Hodder. He's very nice. But I've never actually seen the movies. I don't like slasher films and stuff. But I used to love the old cartoons, like the old Disney cartoons and Warner Brothers. They'd always have special Friday the 13th style episodes with, I believe it was Donald Duck, was the one in Disney, with the black cats and the ladders and the broken glass, the mirrors and all that stuff. And listen, superstition is always going to be a part of our reality. But we can control our reality because this reality isn't even reality. That's how crazy it all is. We are spirits going through a human experience. We're not from here. We don't stay here. While we are here, we're supposed to be looking out for each other, right? We laugh together. We cry together. We talk about that a lot because it's important. But we control ourselves. We control our little corners of reality. Yeah, there's some things that are beyond our control, but the important things we can maintain control of. And the most important thing is what's up here. Our mind is more powerful than we've been led to believe, than we ever even give ourselves credit for. So control your perspective. Control your narrative. Control your fears. And yes, we all have fears. It's part of the human experience. But Friday the 13th and the number 13 does not need to be one of them. Unless you just like it. Enjoy the superstition then. Who am I to tell you what to do? Anyway, happy Friday the 13th, everybody.